Hey everyone, it's Red1940 here. Today we're taking a look at DCS, and I am in an F-5. Yeah, I'm in a jet. And we are on the WWY server, and I wanted to show you a thing that's in the WWX franchise of servers. There is an option to do photo recon, and I'm doing this in an F-5 because I really like the skin, even though the pilot's texture on the helmet is missing. I think it's a great skin for this Germany map. And the F-5 was the first module I ever owned. First full fidelity, I should say. But if we want to load camera equipment up, we can go ahead and F10 other, load recon equipment, and now it says it's been loaded. Here's some jets. There we go. Got some F4s landing in the background. Those are the, I think that's the AI cap that's landing at the moment. There should be another plane out there somewhere. Yep, he's on final. So let's take a look. Why are we even doing this? Well, if you look at the front line here, so WWY, like the WWX servers, they are run off of like a full logistics train, supporting rear depots, going to the front depots here, and then from these depots, they can, once the supplies get to them via convoys that you can interdict on the map, they will spawn enough to put equipment on these battle positions and take them over. Now, if you see a sword icon, that means that your AI commander is planning on attacking these battle positions. So you can, like, these guys are actively attacking this BP right now. In fact, if I hit F7, you should see them probably in combat. They're kind of at a stalemate right now, actually, because of the position that they took. They'll kind of loiter for a while. Eventually, they'll push forward some more. But you can see enemy forces in the background. They're driving around. So anyways, your AI commander needs information, so he's going to ask for that with the photo recon stuff here. So if you see a camera icon, that means you can do the photo recon mission. And what that does is it gives the AI commander information on what units are there. And when they know, they can make a better assessment of how many units they need to take in. And then they can potentially be successful. So we've got the camera stuff loaded up. Let's go ahead and taxi for our takeoff. Now, I have not flown this thing in a while. I think I did like a couple test sorties the other day, actually just seeing if I could remember how to do the navigation with the TACAN, which is really simple. It's like you're just using it as an offset of a course that you need to go on to get to a specific point. And I'll show you that really quickly because we're going to have to do that to get to our recon point. So I'm going to go aim for going to BP 12. Which is going to be about like 43, 45 miles, something like that, at around 080081. Alright, looks like Neil Chapman is requesting immediate extraction, holding position for the next 25 minutes. And so you can do CSAR. If you're in a jet, you could always support those things. If you know the helicopter pilots are on and going after them, you can help them out. Because there are enemy AI cap fighters and interceptors that will go after the helicopters if you're flying too high. So it's always nice as a jet fighter to go deal with that for them. Okay, so let's pause right here. And so we're at 88X, which is going to be the TACAN frequency for our airport, which is, where is that? That is this guy. Nope, not that guy. Further back. What? I got backwards here. Where is Frankfurt? There it is. I've gone too far. So we're at this airport, Wiesbaden, I think. I don't know how to pronounce that, but very simple. Figure out where you want to go, pull that out, and say we're going to go to 12. So 080. Well, actually, I know this town here. It's got the train tracks and stuff. This is where the rear depot train comes to drop off supplies and it goes to the other front supplies depots. I've attacked this in a hip a few times, so I know what this layout looks like on this ground. So I'm actually going to fly here, and then so 081 for 43 miles. I'll know that that's the right town because I'll see that big train depot. And then I can go between the train here and then fly up to this field, which I know what that looks like, and I can take a photo of it. So we should get some good coverage. So we want to go 081 for 43 miles. So let's go ahead and dial that in. Okay, 081 for 43 miles. Cool, now we can take off. Now, if I remember correctly, we have to lift this up. If I can click on it. Then we also, all right, looks like the other F-4 has landed and has cleared the runway. We also want to raise our trim up a little bit. There we go. It feels so weird taking off in a plane. I think like 150 to 160 will rotate. There we go. Nice. Up and away. Make sure the flap's up. Alright, so call sign is WASP-5, GCI guidance available on the radio F10 menu. So we can talk to GCI, but they are on a specific frequency, and if you don't know your frequencies when you're on the server, it's very simple. You just hit F10, you zoom all the way out, and you've got the whole table right here. So GCI is going to be 270, and so we're going to dial that in. So 270, and now we can hear the GCI. Yeah, so that's good for now. All right, we just passed over this. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a very bad job at it, but we need to have this lined up with the arrow, so that's when we know we're on course. This little flag pointing backwards is that we're flying away from the beacon, so we'll see the miles tick up, and so that's the one I'm looking for, 43 nautical miles. And the course, as long as we stay on the straight line when it's aligned with the arrow, we know we're actually on the course line. So if I stable up that way and try to keep it that way, then we should be good. So we'll try our best, but I'm not going to fly this perfectly because, hell, I've not flown planes in a very long time. I certainly don't fly them regularly. If I pop into one, it's usually to check something out really quick. Let's get that volume of that crackling radio down a little bit. I think that's good. So if we want to talk to the GCI, we can go to the F10 and we can... Oh, let's check the recon parameters. This is important. Alright. So we need to be at least 656 feet above the ground level, and max is at 8,000 feet. So pretty much max roll 31 degrees, max pitch 20 degrees. So try to aim for straight and level really fast. At least 656 feet above AGL, above ground level, above AGL. So what is the AGL at this point? So they're at like 700 feet. So we want to be at like maybe, I don't know, like 16, 17. Well, I guess we can shoot for 2,000 feet of barometric pressure. We should be good. If I'm double checking this correctly. Yeah, this whole area is around 700 something feet, so yeah. Alright, well, I think we'll pick it up when we go up to that rail station that's nearby, and we'll see if anything is tracking us. Oh, that is loud. My goodness. I think that is the town that we want. Yep. Yeah, we're at 40 nautical miles now. What's basically going to happen is we've got this like valley that goes all the way up to the BP. So and then once I get eyes on the BP, I will speed up a lot, and we'll just overfly it. We'll do a right-hand turn because we don't want to roll north to the other BP. Oh, BP-11 I guess is friendly now, so that's fine. But anyways, we won't do that. There it is. Yeah, there's that factory, and there's that smoke. That's the BP. We need to get altitude. There's the tanks down there. Perfect. Okay, let's keep the pitch level as much as we can. We're at like 2,000 feet. Alright, recon captured successfully. Ah, sweet. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, you know what we should do is we should double check if there's any jets that are out there. Okay, they're pretty far away. Alright, so to get back home, all we have to do is point the course. Let's go this way. Yeah, so we want that 2 flag. Alright, so there we go. So if we go 264 for 52 miles, we should get to the airport. Alright, we are back at our destination. This is Wiesbaden or Wiesbaden. I really have no idea how you pronounce that, but this will be interesting because this plane, if I remember correctly, lands pretty quickly. Oh, and you can see we have a cargo flight arriving. C-17. Obviously, they didn't have that in the Cold War, but this is just simulating something like a C-5 or C-141, that kind of thing. Alright, so I think we'll line up behind him, obviously. You don't want to cut him off and get smashed at the end of our recon run. I could also turn the volume down for the radio. Yeah, so if I remember correctly, this plane feels comfortable landing like maybe 160, 170. Alright, a little over 200 right now, just watching the... Yeah, got it. Had some engine. Where's that silence thing there? There we go. Alright, he's on final. We'll line up long behind him. Get our gear down, actually. Get the flaps down. That should shut up shortly. Oh, gear's not coming down. What's going on? Oh, shoot. Oh, that's funny. I think I hit my, I thought when I mapped to the gear, I think I hit the actual drag chute thing. I can't tell if that's out. I think it might be out. Blew past this glide slope here. So we gotta slow down. There we go. Oh, getting close to it. Alright. We're at like 180, I think. Whoa, there's power lines right there. And cut it. Okay, and the chute can't come out because I already deployed it in the air. Smoke these brakes really quick. And I gotta say, flying over the Frankfurt area and stuff, seeing all the industrial things, and oh, it says airstrike en route to the recon position. That's sweet. Scouting mission is completed. Cool. Well, let's wonder if that C-17 is around. They don't really taxi. They must just. Oh, is that a second one? All right, we better get the hell out of the way here. Let's pull over. There might be like a arming pad around somewhere over here. Yeah, this works. And let's see. Oh, this just might be like where the ready aircraft park. Swing around, watch that C-17 come in, debrief what we did. Alright, good enough for government work. Alright, he's not going to park there, I don't think. I cannot remember where the hell the parking brake is. Where was that thing? Where is it? Oh, this is going to drive me crazy. I feel like it was somewhere around here, but not on the sides, is it? Nope. Okay, well, yeah, I don't know where the freaking parking brake is. Y'all can scream at me in the comments. That's the landing gear. Oh, the emergency lever. That's the main one. I feel like it should be somewhere around here. Or somewhere down here. Is that it? No, that's not. That's the pedal adjustment. Okay, enough of that. There's that C5 coming in. Oh, that's quite an attitude there. That's neat. Yeah, we need more assets here, but I think the WWX and Y and Z servers do as best as they can to kind of fill it in to make things believable, you know. Certainly there are no C-17s back then, but you can have some suspension of disbelief and picture that being a Globemaster or something. Is that what do they call them? Globemasters? C-140s or 121s, the Starlifters, I think was one of them. Anyways, we just completed our first recon sortie ever on this server, and apparently, oh, now we get the check mark, so we know someone's already reconned it. And this is giving you the estimated positions of the things that were in that BP, so all your other teammates now can see what's there and can go ahead and try to attack it. And I think they said there's aircraft that will bomb that thing, so we'll keep an eye on it. I don't see any jets up right now, so there might be something that comes after a certain amount of time. But yeah, F-5. WWY recon server, server with a really neat war going on basically, and you can help your AI commanders not only by blowing shit up, but you can also take photos of shit, and then your friends can go bomb the things, or the AI can then send out bombers to go bomb the stuff, and you can also help the AI commander determine how much strength they need to go ahead and attack it, so they're not getting slaughtered by sending a wave of infantry or Bradleys or something. Oh, I think this is a defensive marking, or that they're trying to reinforce this. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, so typically you see Bradleys and Humvees with tows on them and trucks and stuff. So it looks like they're really loading this place up with troops. That's the cool thing about this server too in the WWX franchise. These APCs or the Bradleys here, even the trucks, they do like mechanized assaults, and they will embark troops and they will disembark them as they move along onto their positions and stuff. So right now they're on the BP, so they've obviously disembarked them. If they need to move for whatever reason off, they would probably embark these guys and start driving along. And then if they come to a stop, they'll deploy them so that they can also get in the fight. And it's really neat to see. I don't know why these guys are circling around. Maybe it's just to scan and track things around them, because inevitably the red side will come up from that hill over there and come down to try and take this position. Anyways, talked a lot. Fun recon stuff. There's something for everybody on the server, so certainly get into the recon thing, help your buddies out, give it a go. It's pretty fun. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below and get to them as soon as possible. I'll see you next one. Bye.